What's up, you guys? It's KeAmber Vaughn, aka Coach Key, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, we are now in episode 8 of the Dinner on a Budget series, where I show you very tasty, easy recipes that will keep your bellies full and your pockets even fuller. So without further ado, let's get to cooking. So guys, here are your ingredients, and like always, if you need the full ingredient list as well as the full written out instructions for this recipe, it will be down in the blog post that is listed in the description box. So you're gonna need some no-boil lasagna noodles, you're gonna need some ground turkey, some onions, you're gonna also need some ricotta cheese, a can of the Campbell's Healthy Request tomato soup. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need the family size or if I needed the smaller can, but we're gonna see. You're also gonna need some no salt added diced tomatoes, a cheese of your choice. A lot of people, when it comes to lasagna, they will use mozzarella. I'm deciding to use cheddar. It really doesn't matter. It's all based on your preferences. You also want some crushed red peppers, some oregano, some parsley, some Italian seasoning, and then whatever you usually season your turkey meat with. Oh, and you're gonna need olive oil too. So before you get started, you do want to make sure that you preheat your oven to 400, and then you're gonna go ahead and get some olive oil in your pan and go ahead and heat that up. All right, so I used a little bit more olive oil than I normally do because after it heated, I made sure that I put it on the rim or around the sides of the pan. So you're gonna go ahead, add your onions, and if you are on a gas stove, you want to make sure that you're on medium-low heat. If you're on electric, you can use medium. So now I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of oregano. The crushed red peppers, you want to add about 1/4 of a teaspoon, so it's not very much at all. But I'm gonna do about 1/2 of a teaspoon because I kind of like spicier things. All right, so that's that. Then we're going to add some black pepper. Not too much. Then you want to reduce your heat just a little bit and go ahead and cover this. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover it so that it can steam a little bit better. And then I'm going to go ahead and cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and add our turkey. Our meat is cooked, and now I'm going to go ahead and add the diced tomatoes. I did go ahead and drain the juice out of it. And then we're going to start off with half of this soup. At this point now, you can go ahead and simmer it for about 4 to 6 minutes. You're going to stir it occasionally, and you want to simmer this until it gets just slightly thicker than what it is now. Now, while that is simmering, you're going to go ahead and combine your ricotta cheese, your parsley, and your shredded cheese. So I'm going to start off with a 1/2 cup. No, I'm going to do a full cup. I love ricotta cheese and I love regular cheese in my lasagna. So we're going to do a cup of the cheese. Boom. And then we're going to do, this is 15 ounces, so I'm going to do 1/2 of this. And you're going to go ahead and combine this, and I probably should have used a bigger bowl. Go ahead and add your parsley. And I didn't have too much left in here, so I just used the rest of that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning as well. Okay guys, so at this point, this is done simmering now. So I'm going to transfer about 3.5 cups of this sauce to a bowl. I just went ahead and I use a spoon to put everything in the glass measuring cup. And then I kept enough in here for it to be like a very thin layer of the meat sauce. All right, so I went ahead and laid out about 3.5 of the noodles. And so at this point, now you just want to take your cheese mixture. And I knew that wasn't gonna be enough. Okay, I was actually able to spread this well enough to not need the second mixture for this part. So now we're gonna take some more sauce and we're just gonna repeat that. Now, here's the thing. You want to do this how you normally do your lasagna. Like, I know some people will, sorry, I just had a slight brain fart. Some people end theirs off with like a whole nother layer of sauce and stuff. Some people do theirs where it's like the noodles with the sauce and the avocado on top of it. I personally like to end mine off with, of course, noodles, sauce, and ricotta. Okay, so I was able to take the same exact, just how much I already had of that cheese spread, and I was able to spread that across thinly. So now I'm just gonna put another layer of noodles, and then I'm gonna take the remaining tomato soup right underneath this layer of lasagna noodles. I did put the rest of the meat sauce. And so I'm just taking the tomato soup and finishing that off because I like the top of my lasagna to have another layer of ricotta. But to make sure that these noodles, excuse me, can cook, you need, of course, some kind of liquid on top of it. So that's that. And now we're gonna go ahead and spread the remaining cheese mixture on top. So now at this point, all you're gonna do is cover your pan, and we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven on 400 for 25 minutes. All right, guys, so at this point, you want to go ahead and uncover it. Please be careful because this is very saucy. And you're going to broil it for about 3 or 4 minutes. It is now done broiling. You guys probably weren't able to see it earlier, but it was way more saucy before I broiled it. Now this is what we're looking like. So I'm just going to spread a little bit of cheese over the top. And as I said in a previous video, I'm not really much of a cheese person. I don't do a lot of dairy. I don't really like sweets either, honestly, unless I'm like craving it. But there are certain dishes where I do like cheese in, and one of them is lasagna. So I'm going to cover this and let the cheese melt, and that is it, you guys. Like I always do with my pastas, I am serving this with garlic bread. That is completely optional. You can buy garlic bread from the store, you can make it yourself. Sometimes I make it myself, other times I go ahead and buy it from the store, but that is it. So like always, stay tuned for, excuse me, for the next screen where I will go ahead and break down the ingredients that I had to purchase from the store, and I will break down how much it costs, tell you how many servings I was able to get out of this. The last time I did something in this skillet, which was last week, I got 6 servings out of it. I'm thinking I'll be able to get about 5 or 6 servings out of this as well. So I will let you guys know the cost per serving and all of that good stuff, so stay tuned.
All right, y'all, so y'all know the deal and the drill. Here is the ingredient list. A couple of things I do want to highlight. Originally, I didn't think that you would need the family size of the tomato soup. I'm glad that I bought it that way because it was way better doing it the way that I ended up doing it, by putting the last batch of, or the last half of the tomato soup on top of the last thing of noodles. You will need the entire thing of ricotta cheese, and then 2 cups of shredded cheese. So really, instead of you doing half and half like I did, like mixing up half, just mix up the whole thing as you see it on the screen. I don't know why I thought I was only going to use half of, I don't know. I was tripping. But yeah, so this meal came out to $10.26 for the meal. I got 5 servings out of it, and that came to a whopping $2.05 per serving. I actually had my mom, my sister, and my dad taste it, and they thought it was really good. And low key, I think my mama's gonna watch this video and get my recipe because I think it was better than her lasagna, but don't tell her that. But yeah, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you tried this recipe, feel free to leave down in the comment section and let me know how it worked out for you. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.